Roger Rabbit. So who framed him?
I don't know, but this movie was great.
This movie is great.
Yeah.
Just before we start, like, I probably watch this movie once every 2 years, ever since I was like 5 years old. So it runs.
It's probably one of my first movies I saw when I first came to America. So it was pretty good. It still holds up. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? It's actually directed by Robert Zemeckis. Zemeckis?
Very good.
Yeah, I'm not giving names, but he's the one who directed Back to the Futures, all three. He did Castaway with Tom Hanks. He also did
Polar Express.
Polar Express. He did Forrest Gump, which I think he won an Academy for Best Director that year. But
the dude knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a good director.
So what'd you think? Things you like?
I love this movie. Actually, I enjoyed it a lot. Even though the animation and is outdated, but it still holds up. I thought it was really good. It stars Bob Hopkins. I think that if you guys remember him, he's been in movies like Hook. He was Smithy.
Oh, friggin' what?
Yeah, he's from there. He's been around. He died in April 2014, so he passed away already.
So no sequel. Thanks.
No sequel. I love this movie. I thought it's like I said, it still holds up. It's funny. The animation is probably one of the hardest things to do, to act with no live person next to you, and these actors and actresses did a wonderful job.
They do a great job, and I was wondering that as I watched it last night. I was like, this dude is whipping around Roger Rabbit with his handcuffs. He's wrestling with him. Like, how does he do that? He's just pretending like.
Pretty good acting.
That goes to good acting and good directing.
Yeah.
So
it also stars Christopher Lloyd, who worked with the director in Back to the Future. He was a good bad guy.
Lloyd?
Yeah, Lloyd. Is it Lloyd? Christopher Lloyd.
Lloyd.
And he was a good bad guy. And when I watched this when I was about 8 years old, I was actually afraid of him. He was kind of creepy.
He was
and
a
scary
character.
Even though now I'm 35, I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's scary. But he did a good job. Very good good villain in this movie. What about you? What do you like?
I really liked the whole thing as a whole. The plot, how they get there, it flows nicely. I remember watching this as a kid, and I was kind of lost because I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah.
But watching it recently, I kind of thought to myself, is this actually an interesting plot? Like, this Toon wants to kill Toontown all by himself. He's framing another Toon for it. If you've seen the movie, you get it.
Well, and I agree with you. The plot, the whole point of trying to kill Toontown was to build a freeway, to basically expand.
I thought that was pretty funny too.
It's pretty funny.
It was kind of like, we're already there.
Yeah,
that kind of sucks.
That happens in real life. People get their house torn down to make the freeway.
Freeways, gas stations.
Yeah, which happens in real life. So I thought it was pretty good to put that little not a twist, but a little plot in there. I also love the fact that it takes place in 1947. And you get the vibe of how the Hollywood was back then, how lifestyle was. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot.
Alright, so what did you not like?
I don't have a lot of problem with this movie. One thing is, there are a couple of times when I thought Roger Rabbit itself was kind of annoying. Same. But it works well for his character. But there are times I'm just like, okay, he's a little annoying. I didn't have that much negative about this movie.
I thought it was a great movie altogether. I don't have a problem with it. And with that said, I give it a 9.5.
9.5. I also give it a 9.0.
Alright, cool. And, okay, so I did some research. This is a little extra thing that I spent way too much time on. So, there's a part where the Benny the Cab, when you first meet him, he's like, how about them Brooklyn Dodgers?
Yes.
And I looked it up. I was like, in 1947, the Brooklyn Dodgers lost to, I forget who, but they were in the World Series and they lost.
Who did they lose?
So that was pretty funny that I thought they mentioned that, but I was like, but at the same time I was like, why is this Cab talking about the Brooklyn Dodgers in Hollywood? So I looked it up, and in 1988 when this movie came out, the Los Angeles Dodgers actually won the World Series. But that all came crashing down when I realized the movie was released on June 22nd, and they won the World Series in October. So all that research just kind of went to crap. But I thought it was interesting. So,
we recommend this movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Go see it.
Tell us what you thought. It's on Netflix for the time being.
Leave a comment.
Subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Movie Nerds Alert. Bye.
Lloyd. Lloyd.
Lloyd.